You ever watched the game and was like, holy crap, that's amazing? Well, that was the Alabama LSU game. In today's video, we're going to cover 3 plays that really stuck out in that game. So let's get to it. Hey Coach McKie here, and welcome to my channel. If this is the first time visiting my channel, welcome, and let me tell you what it's all about, the spread offense. That's right, we talk about the spread offense, passing schemes, running schemes, tempo, any and everything that has to deal with the spread offense. So if that interests you, click that subscribe button down below and then click that bell notification so when you know I post something or I go live. The LSU-Alabama game really stood out to me for a couple of reasons. One, they scored a crap ton of points. It was a back and forth, and I love that style of play over the 6-9 game of the century a decade ago. That was the first thing. The second thing was there were some plays that came out of this game that LSU did that really stood out, and I went, oh my goodness, that is amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the 3 plays that really stood out to me, and I'm going to diagram them, then I'm going to show the clip of that play. So without further ado, let's dive into it. The first play that stuck out to everybody's mind when they watched this, and it was the talk of social media, was the push motion quarterback draw glance RPO. It was a thing of beauty. I don't know if they were doing the push motion, if that was a part of the play. Maybe it was just eye candy, but this is what I'm talking about right now. They lined up in a 3-by-1. Alabama had some kind of front like this going on where it was 5 people in the box. He was going to fold into the box if it was a run, or he could play out here. And the reason why Alabama was doing that is because LSU is a passing offense now. They have really opened up the playbook, threw the ball all over the place. So now, instead of being one-dimensional, which they used to be, now defenses are struggling. Do we stop the run? Do we stop the pass? Because they're a pass-first type of offense. LSU came out, push motion right here. He was running a comet screen. The wide receivers were blocking just man up like this, 1-for-1. I don't know. Again, it could be college that they're doing this. They put them in motion. Did anyone go with? No, you can catch, turn, and throw it. Or it could have just been straight up eye candy. I don't know. I'm not the coach, so please don't flame me for that. But what the line was doing, it was a draw kind of protection. So it was like this, like that. The nose was getting double teamed by the guard and the center. This guard had him blocked, so now the center moved up to the next level. So we got 5 for 5. If you were to run the ball, who was the guy that's unaccounted for who could fold into the box? It's this man right here, the safety. What did LSU do? They ran a glance post right behind them. So LSU's quarterback either looked to throw this, didn't like it, or just faked it like he was going to throw it. Then he stepped up to run, and he was keying this safety. This safety backs up. Well, now you have a running lane. There's no one there to stop you. This safety comes up to make the tackle, and the quarterback then threw a nice, easy pass to the post route, and you got a huge gain on that. And this was a beautiful flipping play design, and one that made me go, oh shit, that is amazing right there. And I promise you're going to see a lot of this type of play later on in the year from different teams, and you're probably seeing some high school teams as well. So this was the diagram. Let's get into the play. Here's the push motion quarterback draw RPO glance. I have no idea how you would call it, but if I was to come up with a name, I would just call this early LSU. And that tells everybody what to do if I was doing this at the high school level. Push motion, I don't know why they didn't throw it because they have the numbers. In my opinion, I think this is just window dressing. He is just going to look out here, and then he's immediately going to run the play. Push motion, notice no one goes, or if they did, he opened up a little bit. So maybe he is looking here, sees that he is drifting this way, which means they're outnumbered or they're matched up. Now he's going to run. Now I want you to see his eyes. His eyes are right here on the safety. Everybody is locked up. That means they have a man for a man accounted for. The only person they don't have someone to account for is this man right here. So he's going to run, and he sees that he comes up, so it's a nice, easy throw to the glance post right behind it. Huge play, great play design, and I can see this being incorporated into your offense if you run an RPO where you're reading that safety, or just as a one-off play that you install for your opponent for the next week. Now, the next play that really tickled my offensive funny bone was LSU's version of the WHA Sail concept. If you don't know what the WHA Sail concept is, let me draw it up real quick. It is the air raids flood concept, where you got one guy, the number one guy going vert, number two running a 10-yard out, and number three running a flat route. It's a 3-level flood that really pisses defenses off because you have to make them pick and choose who they're going to get, right? Well, this idea, what LSU did was they ran the sail concept, but they put number one on a post to occupy the safety. They put number two on the flat, and then they ran the running back on the sail concept. And this really dicked with Alabama's coverage. On the backside, they had, I want to say it was a dig and then a slow release snag route to control the backside coverage. But really, they were just looking to the front side, because what happened was this cornerback jumped the flat. This safety got the post. Who has the running back? Nobody. Or this guy has the running back, but he is so far out leveraged that it was an easy pitch and catch to the running back to the quarterback, from the quarterback to the running back. And it was drawn up and executed perfectly. And that's something I watched. And I was like, holy crap, man. What in the world? I had to rewind it 3 or 4 times before I finally got it. And I was like, that is just the WHA Sail concept, but for the running back running the sail instead of the WHA. So the next time you were in the red zone or something like this, dial this up, because I promise you it'll be wide open. All right, now let's look at the video of this play as it unfolded. All right, so here is LSU's version of the sail concept. But before we get into it, I want you to notice how they're running it from a compressed set. And this is brilliant, because what compressed sets does, 2 things. One, it messes with the rules for the defense. They don't know when to switch off, who they got, number 1, number 2. And then also the second thing that it does is it opens up the grass area for the outside. Do you see all this grass that they now have to attack? That is what compressed sets does. Now, what's going to happen is he is going to run a post to occupy the safety. He is going to run to the flat to occupy this corner. And now the running back is going to run the sail portion of the sail concept. And look how wide freaking open it is right now. That is a thing of flipping beauty. And it's all just one play. And you need to do this, because this is what happens. If you teach your quarterback to read areas of the field instead of players, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter the order of where you're putting those players. All he knows is, okay, I'm running the sail concept and I got a post. So I'm looking at the post first, I'm looking at the sail area next, and then the flat after that. It doesn't matter which players are there. I just know that's my progression. And that allows you to get creative with mixing and matching the players that go to that area. The last play that jumped out at me was LSU's version of the inside zone from kind of like a strange formation on top of quickly using tempo to make Alabama just go, holy crap, what are we doing? So they ran a play, and then all of a sudden they quickly jumped into this type of formation, which they really hadn't shown this game, which is a tight end, nub, and 2 backs. And all they did was run a simple inside zone scheme. That's all they did, and they blocked out the C gap. And then the wide receivers blocked on. There was no RPO, no nothing right here. It was a pure, simple, easy, do I give the ball or do I take it as a quarterback and run it? And as you'll see on the film, when he ran this, everybody bit down hard. These guys crashed down like this, and LSU quarterback was able to keep it for a huge first down, and then it basically iced the game for LSU. What I'm saying is, if you have a quarterback and you quickly use tempo just to jump in, if you have a tempo package, and all it is just different formations for the inside zone, kind of like what Auburn does, then you can catch the defense off guard. And your quarterback doesn't have to be a burner. All he has to do is just get 5 or 7 yards to make that defensive coordinator and the defensive guys go, oh crap, we need to cover this. So let's look at the film. For the last play, I'm going to show the previous play before the inside zone. And the reason why I want to show you is I want you to notice how just going up tempo, even if it's just real simple inside zone, 1-word play, gets Alabama out of whack. They don't know what to do. So we've got a key screen, which is really simple against the #1 defense in the nation, goes for a couple of yards. Now watch. They're walking up, and now they get the 1-word play. So now they're hurrying up. They're going to a formation Alabama really hasn't seen all game. Tight end with a wing back. and it's nice and easy. Right there, all you have to do is get a little bit of yards, make the defense worry and account for that quarterback. And what you can do is you can kind of go the Auburn approach, which they have their money series. And it's just a couple of one-word plays that tells them, okay, the formation and the play. So you can have 3 or 4 one-word plays, and it can all be the same play, inside zone, but from different formations. And you can sprinkle those in throughout the game to really confuse the defense. That's what LSU did, and this was a crucial moment. They dialed up a simple play, and this won them the game. There you go, coaches. Those are the 3 plays that really stood out to me when I watched that game, and I've gone back and watched it about 3 or 4 times. There's just something about teams that score that many points against Alabama that make my nipples rock hard. But if you like this kind of breakdown where I break down college games and things like that, this was something new that I was trying. Let me know in the comments below, and if there's another game you want me to break down that plays that stood out, let me know down below. And wait, before you go, I did a series, an email series on drills that you can use for your offense to help you get more explosive in your scoring and also to help structure your practice. So if that interests you, check the link in the description or the first link in the comments. Click on it. It will take you to a page. All you have to do is type in your email address and I'll start sending you those drills. It's 6 drills for 6 days, so I don't bombard you. So if you want that, there it is down below. And also, if you like this, you like my channel, you want to come back and see more, click that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. And until next time, coaches, let's continue to master the spread, score points, and have fun.